Imagine being only 13 years old, unable to go outside, hiding from war, and still writing words the whole world would one day read. This is the true story of Annie Frank and her diary. This book is not a novel, it is a real diary written by a teenage girl named Annie Frank. She received this diary on her 13th birthday. At first, she wrote like many teenagers would about school, friends, family, and everyday thoughts. But very soon, life changed completely for her and for many other people around her. Because of the war, Annie and her family were no longer safe. And that's where this story truly begins. Annie's family had to go into hiding in a secret space behind an office building in Amsterdam. These rooms were small, hidden, and silent. During the day, they had to be careful with every sound. No loud talking, no running water at certain times, no walking freely. Imagine being a child and suddenly your whole world becomes a few closed rooms. Yet, inside those walls, Annie kept observing everything. This is what makes her diary so powerful. She did not only write about war, she wrote about arguments at home, feeling lonely, being misunderstood, and the small emotions of daily life. She wrote about crushes, dreams, and growing up. Even while history was changing outside, inside she was still becoming herself. That honesty makes reader feel close to her. And as time passed, Annie herself began to change. Months in hiding made Annie more thoughtful. Her writing became deeper, wiser, and more honest. She once described feeling like two different people. One version of her was cheerful and playful. The other was sensitive, serious, and hidden inside. Many people understand this feeling, showing one face to the world while carrying another within. Even in a locked place, Annie's inner world kept growing, and with growth, hope also remained alive. This may be the most inspiring part of her diary. Even with fear around her, Annie still believed life could become better. She dreamed of freedom. She dreamed of love, of becoming a writer someday. That is powerful because many people lose hope in hard times. Annie somehow kept hers. And while she hoped for the future, time outside kept moving. One of the saddest things about this book is how normal the final entries feel. Annie was still thinking about herself, still learning, still planning the future. She did not know her diary was almost over. Then the hiding place was discovered, and suddenly the writing stops. There is no dramatic goodbye, only silence. She did not get a chance to say goodbye to the world. That silence is one of the most emotional parts of the story. But her voice was not lost. Annie did not survive the war, but her father, Otto Frank, did. He later found her diary and published it. Annie once dreamed of becoming a writer, and in the end, she became one. Her words traveled farther than she could ever think. And because of that, millions came to know her heart. Many history books teach dates and events. This diary teaches something different. It teaches what fear feels like from the point of view of a 13-year-old, what hope sounds like, what courage looks like in ordinary moments. Annie reminds us that even when freedom is taken away, a person's thoughts, honesty, and spirit can still live on. That is why this diary is remembered. Annie Frank lived a short life, but left behind a voice the world still listens to. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones history almost silenced. If this story touches you, like the video and subscribe. I will share more books and true stories like this. Thank you.